Let's get right into it. Number 9. Eyeballs that sparkle like diamonds. You ever look into someone's eyes and think, did they just install high-definition glitter under their corneas? Well, that sparkle might not be a metaphor. It could be Vogt-Koyanagi-Harada syndrome, a rare autoimmune condition that can cause shimmering silver-like specks in the iris. And while that sounds like something only magical anime characters should have, it's real and rare, like less than 1 in a million rare. This condition happens when your immune system throws a tantrum and starts attacking melanin, the pigment that gives color to your skin, hair, and yes, your eyeballs. The inflammation can mess with the layers of your eye, leading to strange visual effects, including sparkles. Imagine sitting in a doctor's office like, my eyes are shooting sparkles, and the doctor just nods like, cool, your immune system's rebelling, nothing new. But don't get too excited. The glitter comes with fun bonus features like vision problems, light sensitivity, and occasional headaches that feel like your skull is trying to microwave itself. So maybe don't wish for this one. Basically, you're part unicorn. But it comes with a warranty issue. Number 8. Superhuman bone density. Okay, so imagine falling down a flight of stairs, landing on concrete, and standing up like, is that all you got, gravity? Some people actually live this way. They have a genetic mutation in the LRP5 gene, which gives them bones denser than a Marvel villain's backstory. These people don't just have good bones, they have impossible bones. Like X-ray techs have trouble scanning them because the bones are too solid. Orthopedic surgeons call it a surgical nightmare, which, by the way, is not what you want your surgeon to whisper before slicing you open. It's kind of like your skeleton decided, calcium is my whole personality now. And while you'd think this makes them invincible, the irony? They often don't know they have it until someone tries to break their hip and fails. So if you've ever stubbed your toe and only the table cracked, congrats, you might be secretly superhuman. Number 7. No fingerprints. You know that scene in every crime movie where someone wipes down a glass? Yeah, well, some people don't have to. They're born with adermatoglyphia, a real condition where you literally have no fingerprints. Like, smooth as a baby seal. This isn't from acid or espionage, it's just bad luck in your DNA. It's so rare it's called immigration delay disease because people with it can't get past fingerprint scans at border control. Imagine standing in line at the airport and the scanner just stares back at you like, bro, where's your identity? For these folks, touchscreens are a gamble. Biometric locks laugh in their face. And signing up for anything fingerprint-related is like trying to enter a VIP club when your name's not even on the planet. On the bright side, you could probably steal cookies, gadgets, and national secrets, and no one could prove a thing. Not that I'm endorsing crime, but if you were going to do it, this is the setup. Number 6. Sweat that smells like maple syrup. Nope, not a brunch fantasy. There's a real condition called maple syrup urine disease, and yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. Your body can't break down certain amino acids, so you start smelling delicious. Mostly in babies, but adults can carry the gene too. People with MSUD, which honestly sounds like a fake college, release a distinct sweet scent through their sweat, pee, and even earwax. Yeah, earwax. As if it wasn't weird enough already. Now, before you rush to bottle your essence and sell it to a pancake factory, know this. It's a serious metabolic disorder. If untreated, it can cause brain damage, seizures, and a coma. So maybe don't lean in too hard to your new nickname, Syrup Bay. Your body basically becomes a confused chemistry lab, mixing sugar-scented chaos with biological failure. Science is wild. Number 5. Ultra-rare muscle control. Ever met someone who can wiggle their ears like a cartoon character? Cute. Now meet the human unicorns who can control entire face muscles you didn't even know existed. We're talking independent eyebrow raises, precise nostril flares, and even the mythical one-eyebrow wiggle that makes everyone in the room question their self-worth. This isn't just a party trick. It's linked to a hyper-awareness of facial motor control, sometimes due to rare neurological wiring or extra-dexterous cranial nerves. Basically, their brain-to-muscle connection is so finely tuned, they could probably wink Morse code if they tried hard enough. You know how most of us can't even control a sneeze? These people could likely manipulate facial expressions like a Pixar character in real time. Not that it'll land them a job, unless someone's hiring facial DJs. But the real kicker? Some of them don't even know it's weird. They just grew up thinking everyone could make one side of their face smirk while the other stares in judgment. If you can do that, congrats. You might be a walking lie detector. Number 4. Cold doesn't bother you anyway. No jacket, no goosebumps, just walking in a snowstorm like it's spring break in your soul. Sounds like a flex? It's actually a thing. And it's thanks to a rare TRPM8 receptor variation that changes how your body responds to cold. For the rest of us, stepping barefoot onto a tile floor at 2 a.m. feels like punishment from the ice gods. But these people? They barely notice. Their nerves just don't scream. They whisper. And sometimes they just say, meh. A few indigenous populations in cold climates, like the Nenets in Siberia, have adapted versions of this. Evolution was like, you live in a frozen nightmare? Okay, cool. Let me rewire your pain receptors. And some folks have this totally by accident. Born in warm places, but still immune to cold's whining. They're the ones who show up in shorts when it's 5 degrees heat, making the rest of us question whether we're made of tissue paper. Their bodies regulate heat like a boss. Metabolism cranks up. Blood flow stays zen, and you're out here in 3 scarves and an identity crisis. Number 3, born with extra organs that actually work. You'd think having a bonus organ would come with a cool sound effect or a wizard's letter, but nope. Some people just casually live with extra kidneys, or an extra spleen, or even a second heart valve that somehow decided to show up to work without ever clocking in. One of the most mind-blowing examples is polysplenia syndrome, where someone can have multiple spleens just chilling, like it's a tiny internal committee. And while most of these extras don't really cause problems, they do confuse the heck out of doctors. Imagine going in for an appendix removal and the surgeon finds 2. Surprise! There's also supernumerary kidneys, which sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel, but it's real. That third kidney? Sometimes fully functional, sometimes just hanging out like, don't mind me, just filtering extra sadness. These folks often don't know they've got internal bonuses until a scan reveals the party happening behind their ribs. It's like your organs decided to play multiplayer mode without asking permission. Number 2, bones that glow under X-rays. Okay, picture this. You go in for a routine X-ray, the tech steps back, the machine clicks, and your bones glow. Not like the usual faint outline. We're talking phosphorescent, otherworldly, light-up-the-screen levels of glow. This eerie phenomenon is usually linked to a rare metabolic disorder called hyperphosphatasia, where certain enzyme levels are sky-high, causing your bones to light up like radioactive jellyfish under specific imaging. Fun, right? Or there's fluorosis, which comes from consuming too much fluoride over time. Your bones literally soak up the excess minerals like over-enthusiastic sponges, and under certain types of X-rays, boom, glow show. And sometimes, the glow doesn't even come from the bones themselves, but from the marrow, the gooey, hard-working stuff inside. That's right, even your bone insides can be extra. The irony? These people usually feel completely normal. No superpowers, no glowing hands, just party trick skeletons. But let's be real. Glowing bones are equal parts sci-fi and goth aesthetic. It's like your skeleton is trying to get discovered by an indie label. So the next time your dentist says, open wide for the X-ray, you might just become the main character in a low-budget superhero origin story. Number 1. A hole where your neck shouldn't be. Welcome to the world of preauricular sinuses. Tiny holes near the ear or jawline that look like nothing until you realize they go inside. Yup, These little skin pits are like leftover gills from evolution, tiny, creepy, useless, and weirdly common in some populations. Roughly 0.11% of people have them. They're not dangerous, unless they get infected. Then they swell up like angry pimples and remind you, hey, you've got prehistoric plumbing stuck in your head. In some cultures, they're considered a sign of good luck or ancestral power. In others, it's just a quirky detail your parents forgot to tell you about until your biology class starts talking about vestigial features. Scientists think they're evolutionary leftovers, like your appendix, tailbone, or that one cousin who still says YOLO. They don't do anything, but they're a reminder that humans are just remix versions of fish and monkeys. Congratulations? And get this. There are rare cases where these sinus tracts connect to deeper tissue. One even led into a man's parotid gland, basically the salivary motherboard. Evolution didn't just leave loose wires, it left plumbing hazards. Basically, if you've got a tiny hole next to your ear, congrats. You're a walking biological Easter egg. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.